Hi. I've been away for quite a few days down in sunny Dorset on the south coast of UK, the Jurassic coast. We had lovely weather, which, considering the summer we have had, we were very fortunate. This is the River Asker, which runs out through Bridport to West Bay on the Jurassic coast, so named because it's a huge area for fossils. And we spent many holidays in this area, but we were actually staying we were camping in our camping trailer outside a village called Morton, near Morton Station, one stop from Dorchester. And Morton is where T.E. Lawrence of Arabia, is buried, and we've paid the third visit to his grave. A very beautiful county, Dorset, very undulating, wonderful towns like Lyme Regis, Weymouth, Swanage, Wareham, Poole. Absolutely marvellous, and we plondered around on the buses because it's free for us, being old. So I thought I'd have a go at this one as a sort of a comeback. But while we went to Weymouth on 3 particular days. There's so much going on there. Weymouth, for those that are interested in yachting, was where the last Olympic Games small yachts races was held in the huge Weymouth Harbour. But Weymouth also has another sort of harbour with all the gym palaces and the large yachts and so on. And the old town is very, very lovely, and you cross over an up and down bridge that lets the yachts out. And I'll come up to my piece of paper. Now, while we were there, and we often do this, we go to a gallery called the Latent Gallery in Weymouth, the old town. And Martin Layton is a superb artist, and I'm sure he won't mind me showing you some of his work, because I would encourage any of you, if you're in Dorset, around Weymouth, to go to this gallery. It's absolutely superb, his work, and he's for considering the quality of it. He is very prolific, but his prices are very, very reasonable. I'll show you that one. Look at the detail in that. People in the local bar. He loves painting ladies, which is pretty obvious, but he's also a fabulous landscape painter. Look at that for an elephant. Bit of a David Shepherd there. But I'll email him later and tell him that I've promoted him on my channel. Not that I want to piggyback. I wouldn't be as good as him in 10 lifetimes. Look at that. Absolutely wonderful artist. Very approachable. We always buy greetings cards because we don't spend money on painting, but I can do my own version. Look at that. Just look at that. Look at these statues. Lovely Dorset skies. Magnificent. His the link to his gallery is Latent Gallery, Leighton, Latent Gallery, or the Latent Gallery. And find the gallery section on his gallery website, and have a great enjoyment of his pictures. His email address is martin@brushwork.plus.com. Look at that wonderful picture there. He said that these ladies are very happy to pose for him. Well, that was that. Now, yesterday on the Antiques Roadshow, and I'm sure most of you that are in the English-speaking world anyway will have a version of it, or even watch our own BBC version. It's one of our favourite programmes, unmissable. And being away, we didn't have an iPlayer. We catch up now on what we've missed. And last week they were in Anglesey, which is an island off the coast of Wales, north coast of Wales. And until his death several years ago, was home to my favourite artist, is Sir Caffin Williams, Kyffian Williams. Have a look at him on have a Google. He's painted exclusively, as far as I know, with knives, and I've loved working with the knife myself, largely inspired by him. So when I've done this demo, which I hope won't take as long as my yak to you, I'll have a go at a knife painting, but I will work from one of my own River Wandle paintings, I think. I'll get one out and we'll have a go at it and see. But Caffin Williams used mostly a very drab palette, but the way he handled his drabbish colours, used a lot of black. They sparkled, absolutely sparkled. And so if you've got access to the Antiques Roadshow, have a look at the painting that they showed. It was the one on last Sunday. It went out live on what, the 5th, 6th of September. Highly recommended. Right, okay, let's have a go at the painting. Well, I've got my cup of tea here, and I'll put that to one side. Now, Bill, Wingin Project, a subscriber, a very valued subscriber and commenter on my channel, made a suggestion that I should have a YouTube mug. Well, I haven't got a YouTube mug because it's got lots of abstract spots on this one. Right, now I'm going to wet the paper all over in the usual fashion. My palette, which I'll explain to you in a moment if you're new to the channel. It's very dull today. We're getting a sort of hurricane coming up from France, and it's going to be a really lively day. It's just stopped raining for the moment, or heavy showers, but lovely skies going across. But this one I'm going to do a blue sky as it was. Right, here are my colours: lemon yellow, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, light red, ultramarine, burnt umber, Payne's grey, and burnt sienna. I took my paints with me, but I didn't do anything. I couldn't be bothered. I was on holiday. It was good to have a break from painting nearly every day. So I'll put in just a wet of raw sienna, just to warm the paper up, and a bit of blue. My paint's quite dry. I'll put a bit of alizarin in that. And right, okay, that's all that I'm going to do for that sky. I'll just let that dry off a little bit. Reclip the paper because it's expanding. Okay. Now, for those that complain that I mumble quite a lot, do apologise. My mumbling usually goes on when I'm in a hole and I'm trying to dig my way out, and I tend to talk to myself until I resolve the situation. So apologies to them, tongue in cheek. I'm what I am. I do this for nothing. Right, we'll put in a bit of a background, a bit of a lemony yellow, and a touch of blue, but want it quite bright. So let's just and I want to clean that out a little bit in a minute. Just get a bit of darker. Okay. Right, I'm going to use a bit of tissue just to dry it across there because I want to put in okay. So that's my distance. Now I want to put in a bit of sienna, burnt sienna, a bit of ultramarine, just for a little bit of dark in here. Because until I'm going to put that field, that's very green. Right, get that lemon yellow in there. Right, okay. So let's just leave that alone for a moment. I'm going to reclip the paper. I'm going to give it a quick dry now. Right. Just hoping everything's in the right place because I haven't been up here for a while. Right. Okay. Drying off. You can't really see the banks with the because the sides are enclosed with a lot of trees. So let's just start to put in some okay, we'll have lots of oops. Oh, I forgot to put that green in, green field. But I will do that in a minute. Just a mass of, like a tree that's been coppiced, or a couple of trees that have been coppiced. Right, okay, I'm going to put that green field in now. Lemon yellow, bit of sienna. Pure yellow. Right, okay, so that'll do for that field. I'm going to put a bit of a well, it's not really a bank going around there, but and just a bit of a reflection. Right, so that's my background there. I'll just start to put in some of this over here. Right, now it's getting some nice greeny colours. Nice and dark in there. Right, I'm going to have to open this up now because my battery's low, so I'll turn it off. Bit of Payne's grey, burnt sienna, lemon yellow. And Not dark enough there. Bit of red in there, I think. And as it comes into the light, the edge, let's put a bit of lemon yellow just around the edge, and a bit of dark shadow at the top there. And I can embellish this as I But the way to show reflections is to put in what's above and just repeat. Right, just a bit of detail in here. So just a quick working my way back into the groove. Bit of a bank there. So I haven't done oil painting for many months, because I don't paint now with brushes with oil paint. My chest isn't very good these days, and I tend to stay away from those things with solvents. But painting with a knife, no problem, because there's no solvent involved, just straight oil out of the tube. Bit of wind ruffling on the water, and a bit of stronger tree. Just any old dark I'm putting in here. Whatever makes a dark colour. Blue, grey, brown. But if there's plenty of paint on this, you can... Got one coming off. Then you can lift out with your fingernail just to add a bit of detail there. Okay, I'm not going to do any more than that. That's just a quick impression to get me back into the groove. Before my battery runs out, I'll just show you what I've done, what I'm doing. There's the picture. Okay, and there's my quick version of it. I'll put that in a mount and then we can see what I've done. Now somewhere, yeah, some masking tape. This is just a welcome home picture. Oops, let's go down a bit. then I'll get this uploading, and while it's uploading I'll prepare my board and find an old frame that I can just, well there we are, this is just a simple picture. Basically, I just put my studio easel up, my radial easel up. Well, there we are. There's a quick impression of the River Asker. It's not as wide as that, it's much more enclosed. There's another river about a mile away running into West Bay via Bridport, the lovely town of Bridport. Fabulous street markets on Wednesdays and Saturday in particular. There's thousands of people there, it's wonderful. Lovely Dorset town. Our neighbours moved down to there from London many years ago. Is the River Bridge going through hence Bridport, running into West Bay, and one of our famous chefs, Hugh Fernley Whittingstall, canoed it or kayaked it, and it was a part of a TV documentary, and I think they were cooking mackerel on the beach, barbecue mackerel. So anyway, thanks for watching if you did, and I'll see you later with hopefully a one part knife painting of the River Wandle. We'll have a go at that. Right, see you later. Bye bye.